Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. I hope you all have had a blessed day. Today, we're coming at you with one of my favorite videos to watch on BookTube. I'm giving you a May TBR. May is right, correct? Yes, we're going into the month of May. For this video, I'm going to be choosing my TBR with, drumroll, my TBR jar. This is a very tiny jar. This is a little mason jar that I use for my overnight oats. It's clean, don't worry. But yes, I've made a ton of little prompts in here. I've been doing this a long time, not just since I've been on BookTube. I have been watching the BookTube sphere for years, literal years, since 2018, 2019. So it has been a long time since I've been in the BookTube sphere, and I'm finally getting to film one of my own TBR jar videos. So I'm so excited, and I hope y'all enjoy this video. The rules are, basically there are no rules yet that I really established. I'm gonna be picking 5 prompts and 5 books to go with those prompts. I'm hoping I can read more this month than I have been reading this year because I've been having such a bad reading year, and that's because I'm in school. I'm in college. My spring semester is always crazy. I never read that much during my spring semester, but I'm hoping because we're going into our summer in May, I won't be in school, that I'll be able to read more. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to read these 5 books, but the goal is to read like 3 to 4 of them, if that makes sense. Is everybody good? Is everybody on the same page? Good. I'm glad. Without further ado, let's get into prompt number 1. I'm gonna close my eyes and pick them because I can kind of see them. They're kind of unfolding, and so I want to close my eyes, or at least not look. And if some fall out, that's fine. Okay, I think I just have one. Okay, let's see what it is. Ooh, okay. There we go. We have dystopian. So let's look at the TBR card. I'm trying to think if anything on here is dystopian. Is the Inheritance Games dystopian? I'm really not sure. It's not a dystopian. I don't think there's anything on my TBR that is dystopian. Like, hello? Guys, I'm at a loss. Like, genuinely at a loss. You know what we're gonna have to do is get rid of this prompt. Because there's nothing on my shelf. Like, I don't have any dystopian. Okay, well, that was a massive failure for the first one. If y'all see any dystopian back here, let me know and I will add it to my TBR. So let me know in the comments if you see one back here. But I've looked through like every single one to see, and I'm not seeing one. So let's re-pick for prompt number 1 again. Okay. Okay. I'm so scared. Like, this is actually terrifying. Anyways. Yes. Okay. Let me see if y'all can see that. Okay. I know it looks really dumb, but it says YA. I have a ton of YA on my shelf. I'm pretty sure Fearless is YA. If Fearless is categorized as YA, we're reading Fearless because I need to put Fearless on an official TBR because that just needs to get read now. Fortunately, it needs to get read. For the prompt of YA, the first book that is going on my TBR is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. So yeah, Fearless is the first book going on my TBR. This book just came out at the beginning of April. I bought it at the beginning of April, still haven't read it. I've been in a little bit of a book slump, as I've explained a little bit, and I've been trying to get through. Actually, I haven't explained that I'm in a book slump. I've been in a book slump, but I've been trying to get through House of Sky and Breath, so this really just hasn't been a priority for me. But I'm really excited to get into this and finish the trilogy out because I need to finish a series. So I'm excited that this is the first book on our May TBR. And this book is about Peyton and Kai and Kit, and it's basically described as Hunger Games. So the first book is all about the trials and the love triangles and just classic YA, and I love it. I'm sorry, I eat it up. I did not like the second one as much. I did not like Reckless as much. That's in my last vlog, but yeah, I'm super excited to see what I give this book because I did love Powerless so much, and I have been seeing slight mixed reviews on this book over Book Talk and the socials and everything. So yes, I'm excited to add this first book to my May TBR. Let's move on to prompt number 2. Okay, I can work with this. This could literally be anything. We're just getting all the genre prompts today. So that says contemporary. I have the perfect book for this prompt because I have a video planned. Hopefully for this May, I want to get it out this May. I'm gonna put beach read. by Emily Henry on my TBR for May. So going into the summer, I think this will be an amazing book to read. It is a contemporary romance, and this is one of the most popular books on Book Talk, BookTube, Bookstagram, and I still haven't read it. So this will be the second book that I'm putting on my May TBR. I'm super excited to get into this. I'm hoping it's a 5-star because everybody loved it so much years and years and years ago in 2020. I'm glad to get this super hyped book off my TBR, and I'm excited to give y'all my opinions on this book. But yeah, just a cute contemporary romance. I think it's between 2 authors. I'm super excited. This is book number 2 on my May TBR. That was super easy. I'm glad that those 2 have been super easy so far. Not hard prompts. Okay, I'm trying to like mix them and like not take from the top. Okay, what is this one? You're kidding. This is literally gonna be the easiest TBR ever. I got free pick. So I have a couple of those in here just because I can tend to be a mood reader. So like if I get in a reading slump, I need books to just like pick that I like. So the rule for this is I'm gonna pick a book now based on their free pick and I can't change it. What do I want to read? What is something I really want to read, or something that I need to read? Okay, you know what? This might give away the video that I have planned, but I'm gonna do something crazy and y'all are not gonna see this coming. Or maybe you are. I'm gonna put People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry on my TBR as well because, shocker, I haven't read this either. This, I think, was her second release after Beach Read. Y'all will get to see my thoughts on this book as well. I don't know what this book is about. I know less about this book than Beach Read. All I know is that it is another contemporary romance and also a very hyped up book because Emily Henry is a very hyped up author, and it just looks like that so far on this May TBR. We're just gonna be reading books by hyped up authors. This is Poppy and Alex, and as far as I know, these are not like interconnected or anything. So for prompt number 4, okay. Oh, this is a little bit of a complicated one. Let me see if I can show y'all. Book starts with the letter of the month. So for this one, basically the title has to start with the letter of the month that the TBR is. So for May, the start of the book has to start with the letter M. Let's see. Not seeing anything so far. Oh Lord. Oh no. There's nothing on my physical TBR. Let me look at my ebook TBR and my Kindle TBR real fast to see if there's anything on there that starts with the letter M. I have so many I didn't even realize. You know what starts with an M that I haven't read yet? I know what I'm picking. I know what I'm picking. For prompt number 4, for a book that starts with the letter of the month of the TBR, I'm going to be reading Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. This book, as far as I can tell, is a contemporary romance that is filled with trigger warnings. Now, I love found family, and I think that's what Magnolia Parks is. I love the Addicted Calloway series, and so I've never read Magnolia Parks, and I think that reading Magnolia Parks, I think I'm gonna love it. So I'm gonna be adding Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings onto my TBR for book number 4. And now we're at the last prompt. I'm so sad that this is over because I love picking my books for the month, and so far we have amazing picks and like books that I want to read / need to read as well. For the final and 5th prompt of the video, let's try to pick a good one. Oh, one just fell, I believe. I think a lot have fallen. Okay, I just put those back in. I just kept the one that was in my hand. I don't want this one. Like straight up, I just don't want this one because I don't read this anymore, and it's a really old prompt, and I also have nothing on my radar that I want to read in this genre. I'll show you guys what it is, but I'm not reading a poetry book. Okay, it's just not happening. I'm not in the mood for poetry. I also have none that are on my physical TBR right now, and I can't think of any that are like on my immediate ebook TBR either. So along with dystopian, that one's getting thrown out. These prompts are really old, but I don't really read as much poetry anymore. I used to when I was sad and depressed and going through a breakup, but I really don't read much poetry anymore. Just try again for prompt number 5. And I don't think it's cheating because I don't have any on my physical TBR. So, yeah. Okay. You're kidding. These have been the best pulls, other than the ones that have like really flopped. But these have been the best pulls. Can I show you something? Can I show you something right now? Wow, hello. Can you focus? Okay. That says romantasy, if you want to read it. Hello. One of my favorite authors, favorite genres. Also, so many books that I have on my TBR are romantasy, but I think I know what I'm gonna pick. It's on my top TBR shelf for a reason, and it's brand new, and it will also finish out a series, Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. I am so excited for this book. This is a YA book. It's romantasy. The first book is The Crimson Moth, or The Heartless Hunter. I read it on Kindle Unlimited. The second one isn't on Kindle Unlimited, which is why I own the second one and I don't own the first one. The first one I gave 5 stars. I could not stop thinking about that book after. This is enemies to lovers. This is witch hunter, witch. This is mystery. This is secrets. This is all of the fun things. I love this series and I cannot wait to get into this. I have heard mixed reviews about it. I haven't heard the best reviews, but I'm really just excited to get back into a romantasy world. So yeah, that is my last book on my May TBR. So let's do a quick recap of the books I will be reading in May. Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli, People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, Beach Read by Emily Henry, Fearless by Lauren Roberts, and then finally for the ebook on my May TBR, I'm going to be reading Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. There is really nothing else on my TBR for May other than I am working my way through House of Sky and Breath still, so hopefully I'll get that finished in May. And then I'm also reading the first Zodiac Academy book, The Awakening, on Kindle Unlimited. I will say I'm not enjoying it so far. I don't get the hype and I'm sorry, but I don't. But that is my May TBR chosen by my trusty TBR jar. I love doing this just because it still gives me choice. It still makes me read the books that I want to read and I know I'm gonna love, but it helps me narrow down the books that I read because I'm really bad at making decisions. So I love that the TBR jar can kind of guide me in that. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and I hope y'all have a great day and a great month of May, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.